Blessed is our God. My name is Father Athanasios Kambos. I am the priest in charge of St. Paisios, the Athonite Orthodox Mission in Nacogdoches, Texas. Life behind the pine curtain. I am a priest in the OCA in the Diocese of the South. And today I am starting a series of videos because we are at an important moment in the life of the mission. We recently, just earlier this month, closed on 14 acres of land just a couple miles down the road from where we're at right now. And that will be the property from which we one day build, God willing, a permanent Orthodox campus for the community here in DB's, Texas. And so the purpose of these videos is to start providing updates regarding that process and also to let people know how they can contribute, if they so desire, to the ongoing work of the mission and particularly to our building fund. So the first thing that I want to do is tell everybody a little bit about the mission, its history, and then also give y'all a brief tour of our current facility. And then we're going to take a little drive. It won't take long to the property, and I'm going to show the property, and particularly the building site for our initial development. So, St. Paisios, the Athonite Orthodox Mission, was founded as a mission station in 2017. A mission station in our diocese is a dedicated location for a gathering of Orthodox Christians, but one that likely does not have a full-time priest assigned to it, and has sort of, intermittent services, one liturgy a month, maybe two liturgies a month, something like that. So the mission station was founded in 2017. And then in the summer of 2022, I was authorized to begin having more frequent services for the mission station. And that progressed by the time we got to the spring of 2023, where we were having a couple liturgies a month, a couple of Vesper services a month. I think once a month we were doing liturgies on Saturdays, the other we were doing on Sundays. And then when we got to the summer of 2023, so about a year and a half ago, I was authorized to move my family and I to Nacogdoches and begin serving the mission full-time as its priest in charge, and to elevate the mission station to a full-time operating mission. And then, in October of 2023, we moved in to our current location. We were in a temporary space prior to that. We moved into our current location that we lease, and we have been here since October of 2023. The mission started out with just a few people, but as the community around here came to know there was an Orthodox church, we have certainly grown. We're doing probably around 40 people on a Sunday. And given that, less than 2 years ago, we were about 10 on a Sunday, that is growth that has necessitated looking to the future, because we will soon outgrow this space if the trend continues, and it will, God willing, we hope. So that is the reason why last year at our second ever annual meeting, the mission decided to authorize me to purchase 14 acres of land on the northeast loop of Nacogdoches, with the desire to build an initial development on that land, and I'll talk more about that in just a little bit, and give us a place to transition to once our 3-year lease agreement is up at our present location. So that's a little bit about the history of the mission. and how it started and where it finds itself now. I want to show everyone now our current space, okay? So, we are in, this is the fellowship hall, okay? So the property, or the space that we have now is a house that now finds itself on a busy commercial street, and I'll show you all outside in just a second. But this is our fellowship hall. It's a converted garage, but for our purposes, it works very well, and we can put about 40 people in here when we have our coffee hours and other events. Here is our kitchen, okay? Here's the little bookstore kiosk. All right, and then we have some of our library is here. Most of the rest is here. And then in here we have this room we call St. Anna's Garden. It is our children's room. And it is also where we use to, if a mom needs to step out of the services for a little bit with her child, she can see a broadcast of the service while the services are going on there in the children's room. And then over here, this is our chapel. It's a beautiful space for our current needs. One of our own members painted these beautiful stars all over the ceiling. This space is about a little less than 800 square feet. We've done a lot to make it our own. This, I think originally this space was 4 different rooms. And so we knocked down a lot of walls. Back through here, of course, is the altar. And there's where our choir is. And you can see here, as I back up, a view from this side of our chapel. So that is our space. And while it is working for us now, not only is our desire to have a larger space to accommodate growth, but also so that we can begin enjoying and utilizing the 14 acres that we just purchased. This is our backyard area. It's a nice little fenced-in area. Our plants aren't looking too good right now because it has been so cold the last couple weeks here in East Texas. And I want to also just show everybody the front here. One of the great things about our present location is how visible it is. Okay, so there is our sign, St. Paisios Orthodox Mission, and you can see we're on a busy street. This is Star Avenue in Nacogdoches, and right across the street is Stephen F. Austin State University. Go Jacks! And as you can imagine, several of our members are college students. And we have people that fairly routinely even just walk off the street and come into the church and ask what the Orthodox Church is. They tell me that they didn't know there was an Orthodox Church in Nacogdoches, so that's good. All right, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to lock up, and then we're going to run over to the property, and I'm going to give everybody a tour of it. Okay, I want to, as I'm backing up here, I want to show everybody just sort of where the new property is, if you're familiar with Nacogdoches. So just right over there is going to be the intersection of Star and North Street, kind of one of the main intersections in town. And the property is on the east side of town. So we're going to head this way, heading east. And you'll see how great the location is. Okay, I want to, as I'm backing up here, I want to show show everybody just sort of where the new property is, if you're familiar with Nacogdoches. So just right over there is going to be the intersection of Star and North Street, kind of one of the main intersections in town. And the property is on the east side of town. So we're going to head this way, heading east. And you'll see how great the location is. All right, and here we are. This is the property. You can see it's pretty much undeveloped land on this side, undeveloped land on this side for a ways, and there's some homes there on the east side of the road. And right where we're standing is going to one day, God willing, be the entrance where the driveway comes out. So I'm gonna walk across the road. It's pretty wet. We've gotten quite a bit of rain the last couple of days. Let's see here. Yeah, actually, this is closer to the entrance right here. Yeah. You can see that we, remember the church has come and marked our corners permanently. That's great. I'm gonna step over the fence. Yeah, so, I don't know if y'all can see. Let me see if I can get a little closer. Yeah, you can see those yellow stripes on the trees. We're having a guy come hopefully as soon as next week. He's got some mulching equipment, and he's going to take out all these smaller trees. All this undergrowth is going to be mulched up. All that's going to be left are our larger trees, and that's going to give us a good view of this front part of the property, which is all wooded, because we're not actually building on this front part. We're going to move up on top of the hill, so we'll be able to see how exactly we'd like to work with a driveway contractor on constructing the driveway. You know, what trees, larger trees we want to keep, which one would be okay with removing, that sort of thing. So you can see as we get further in here, it is pretty thick. You can see where the surveyors chopped out some of this. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to be walking like this. All right. The hill goes up about 40 feet from the road. Okay. Then I'm going to step right over here just a little bit so I can find where the fence is down. The guy that's going to do the mulching for us is going to take out what's left of our portion of the barbed wire fence. All right. So now I'm back on. I had to kind of clip that corner. I'm back on our property, and here we go. So there's this small stand of young pine. Okay. And again, the driveway would have been coming up right through here. All right. And then wait till y'all see this. It opens up quite beautifully. This is a ranch next door. I'm not sure how many acres, but I think at least 100. Yeah, okay, so right around here somewhere is where we plan to build our multi-purpose facility. Now, you might be able to see it goes up a little bit more right over there, and that's where one day we'd like to put the temple. But initially, we want to build right around here a pre-engineered building that can occupy, you know, up to comfortably 100 people in the nave and give us plenty of fellowship hall space. And then one day in the future, you know, if we're so blessed to build a temple, we can then convert the multi-purpose facility entirely into a fellowship hall space, or fellowship hall space with a few classrooms, something along those lines. But as you can see, a beautiful property. You can hardly hear the road even back here. It's peaceful, it's quiet. It's a beautiful place for prayer and worship. A great place for the kids to play outside after the services. Tremendous blessing for the community. So if you would like to stay up to date with this project, please follow our YouTube channel. Subscribe if you like. I'm going to try to put out updates like this about once a month, maybe even a little more often as things get going more. And if you would like to contribute to the project, in the comment section is a pinned comment on the video, also in the description, and also on our website, we will have a link to our capital campaign page where you can make a pledge or a contribution. I thank you all for watching, and through the prayers of St. Paisius the Athonite, may we one day, in the not too distant future, raise up a temple in worship of the one true God. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.